I'm Luann Bartley. I'm the Director of Workforce Development for the Minnesota Precision Manufacturing Association. I spent 2 years working in the Student Support Services Department at Hennepin Technical College. And then I went to work at Productivity Incorporated. I spent 22 and a half years there. And I credit that job with providing my manufacturing background. You learn a lot when you are preparing machine tool quotes and hearing about tooling and accessories and service issues and that type of thing. My favorite part of my job is getting the opportunity to meet new people and to form new relationships and find out what other people are working on as it applies to manufacturing and education. The challenging part of my job is engaging industry to form partnerships with education. If we don't go down a path of working together, we aren't going to be able to fill the pipeline of skilled workers that we need in the manufacturing area. And so I would like to see more of that happening, more partnerships with the education of both post-secondary and secondary levels. The legacy I'd like to leave is that people realize that I made a difference, that the area of industry involvement and working with education has been the cornerstone as we move into the years that are coming. That's a tough one. I can see probably being totally retired, because MPMA and manufacturing is what keeps me moving forward. I grew up in Laverne, Minnesota, down in the southwest part of the state, with my parents, my brother Keith, and my sister Glenda. Greg and I have been married for 43 years. We have been in Minneapolis the longest. When we were first married, we moved numerous times, but we've been here for I think 40 years now. I think we'll be in the house 40 years this fall. Met him at college, and we got married during our senior year. Greg and I have two kids. They're not kids anymore, they're adults, but they're still my kids. Chad is married to Dawn, and they have 4 kids, ages 10 to 4 months. And Sarah and Chad have 2 kids, Mackenzie, who's 15, and Parker, who's 11. And they all live in the Twin Cities area, and they're all close to the cabin. We like to spend time at the cabin, but swimming and lacrosse and soccer and dance sometimes gets in the way of those plans. But when you have that many active grandkids, finding time together as a family is difficult, but we do. My favorite place to vacation is St. Martin. We go there with my sister and brother-in-law, and have always had a lot of fun there. The Pacific Northwest is a spot that I would like to go to, and the Eastern Seaboard. There's so many interesting places to go and visit, and the Pacific Northwest, I've only ever been to Seattle, and I would like to see Vancouver and Banff and Lake Louise and enjoy that part of the country. Perfect day off from work is probably my most favorite, is spending time with the grandkids, having a special AMA day, and or just sitting, reading a book, relaxing. preferably on the patio at the cabin. Or if there's nothing else to do, just go shopping. I think the best advice someone has given me is to always look for the good in people and to try to live by the golden rule. I would have to say that my favorite work achievement is the fact that a girl that grew up on the farming community of Laverne, Minnesota, has a U.S. state senator that calls her by her first name, has the cell phone number of a Minnesota state senator, and got nominated to serve on the Governor's Workforce Development Council. The best thing about my career right now is that in the last 8 years I've been living and working in the dessert phase of my career. It's been a true joy and blessing to be here working with Jamie and the team, and to be able to say that I helped influence the path that MPMA has taken and is taking and will continue to follow is the absolute whipped cream and cherry on top.